Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashraf al-anbiya al-mursaleen. Muhammadin wa ahl bayt al-tayyibin al-tahirin al-ma'sumin. Sayyima al-imam al-muntadhar al-hujjat al-thani ashar. Ruhi wa arwah fida. Amma ba'd. Faqad qala Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fi kitabihi al-majid wal-furqan al-hamid. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Rabbi zidni ilma. Sadaqallahu al-ali al-azim. Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. Right. We were on lesson number, I think, for the vacation, we were on lesson number 8.
Yes, we're on 8.
We're just about, I think, on the last part of the lesson, page number, I think, 77.
It's a practice lesson, right? This one.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
There's nothing new in that lesson as such. It's just practicing what we have learned already. So we did this, remember? That's right, we did this lesson, and we are going to start lesson number 9 today.
Okay.
So quickly, I'll just refresh yourselves. We were speaking about, in this lesson, about what past tense verb you will be using. So first of all, we have the past tense verb, and every verb in the past tense requires a
doer.
Exactly. So every verb requires a doer, and in the past tense, you have dhahaba, and then so you have dhahaba, dhahaba, dhahabu, and then dhahabat, 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 dhahabna, dhahabta, dhahabtum, dhahabti, dhahabtunna, dhahabtu, dhahabna. So you will find that every past tense verb, it has a suffix which represents who is performing the action itself. And when you are having a sentence, there's always a doer of the verb. Now, I mentioned a few points which are really important, that even when you, hopefully, the fast track group will be doing the exam either tomorrow, I think, hopefully. In that exam, or in any exam you will do it for book 3, the verb of the main theme of book 3, it's about verbs, knowing to use which verb with which noun itself. So over here now, something, al-adhana ya Muhammad. So when you say, oh Muhammad, so what type of verb should you be using? Should you use the third person verb, he, she, or would you use I or we or something else? So when you say ya Muhammad, what does that mean? Is the person in front of you?
Second person.
Yes.
Exactly. So it's mukhatab, the addressee. So what will be, okay, I'm going to ask this question as system, Wajda shouted out the question. So Sister Muna, Sister Wajda,
Yes.
can you do 1 and 2? Sister Wajda, 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
What would it be here?
Asami'tal adana ya Muhammadu.
Asmit al-adhana ya Muhammadu. And why is it al-adhana? Why can it not be al-adhanu?
Mafulun bihi.
Correct. It's the object of what he is hearing, Muhammad. Number
Yes.
2. So whenever you have a pronoun like nahnu, this allows you to understand which verb we need to use here. Now, what verb shall we use here now?
Laibna.
Correct. Can you read the whole
Nahnu.
sentence?
Nahnu la'ibna kuratas sallati til yawma. Nahnu la'ibna kuratas sallati til yawma. We will play basketball today.
Not we were, we played.
We played, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
We played basketball today.
Correct. And number 3, so something, ya ummi. So when you have ya ummi in the sentence, which person are we talking to now?
Second person.
Correct. Second person, which is you, one female. So
Yeah.
what would you say here now?
Ghasalti qumsani wa munadili ya ummi.
Correct. What does that mean?
Did you wash my shirt and my, I don't know, munadili,
Handkerchiefs?
my handkerchiefs or my mother?
Correct. Correct. Now, Sister Tahira, can you do 4, 5, and 6? So, Sister Tahira.
Yes. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. كتب المدير الدرس على السبورة.
كتب المدير الدرس على السبورة. So, who is doing the action and what is the object?
So the action is done by the mudir.
Yep.
He's writing the lesson on the board, and so the object, maful bihi, is the darsa.
Correct.
أنا فتحت باب الفصل وحامد وهشام وبلال فتحوا النوافذ.
Very good. Why did you use fatahu, which is correct? Fatahu and nawafida. Why can you not say Hamidun wa Hishamun wa Bilalun fataha and nawafida?
Because the verb is coming after the names or after the doers, and it's a plural verb. If it was in front, then we would use just fataha.
Excellent. That's correct. So because the verb is coming, because the doer is coming before the verb, so these people, Hamid, Isham, and Bilal, are the individuals we're talking about, because they have come before the verb. So that's the reason why the verb has to correspond.
Right. فهمتن الدرس الجديد جيدا يا بنات. Did you all understand the lesson properly or a lot? Or well, ya banatu. So the verb is fahimtunna because it goes to the banatu. There's the plural.
Correct. Because you're talking to oh banat, oh daughters.
Right. It's feminine plural.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you. You got one more to do. No, sorry. Next one. Sister Mona, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Bismillah. I would like you to do the next 3. And then I'll bring Sister.
So it's Zamilati, and then Min al-Fasli, Ba'd al-Darsu. Zamilati, Kharajna al-Fasli, Ba'd al-Darsi. My colleague left from the classroom after the lesson.
Correct.
And
isn't it Zamilati? Isn't it plural?
Yes, it's plural. Zamilatun is singular, Zamilati is plural. So it's feminine. So Kharajna is the correct answer.
Okay. So my colleagues,
female colleagues.
My female colleagues left from the classroom after the lesson.
Correct.
And Al-Qur'ana Badal Salihatil Fajriya. So for the next one, Karatum.
Excellent. Why did you karatum? Because
it's ya abnai.
Excellent.
So
because it's abnai is plural. So you cannot say akarata to boys when there's a group of boys. You have to say akaratum. Excellent.
So karatum al-Qur'ana ba'da salatil fajr. uh, they do
Did
you
you?
read
No, did you? Past tense. Did you read?
you read the Quran after the Fajr prayers? Ya abnat, oh my sons.
Correct.
And then the next one is Akhi Surah Rahman. Okay, so it's Akhi Hafiza Suratul
Excellent.
Rahman. So my brother memorized Surah Rahman.
Excellent. So whenever a my comes, my brother, my father, we always use the third person verbs for that. Akhi, dhahaba, ukhti, dhahabat. Excellent. Sister Najla, assalamu alaikum rahmatullah, bismillah. Can you do the next three?
Sheikh, I cannot because this is too hard for me.
No. Let's do it together. Bismillah. Let's come on, right? Bismillah.
Ana an kalami walakinni ma wajadtahu.
So ana, which indicates I. Okay. Now, an kalami, my pen, yes.
Yeah.
Now, walakinni, what does that mean? But I. Walakinni means but I. And
Yeah.
whenever ma comes with a past tense verb, it means not. What does the verb wajada mean?
Oh, I forgot.
Wajid, mawjood.
Mawjood.
What does that mean?
Present.
Found. So wajada means he found, and ma wajadtu, who is referring back to the pen. Walakinni ma wajadtuhu. However, I did not find it. Ma wajadtu means I did not find what it, who is referring back to the pen, because as you know in the Arabic language, objects are masculine and feminine. Pen is masculine, so use a who pronoun in the meaning of it. However, I did not find it. So the verb bahatha. Bahatha means he searched. Bahatha. So how do you say I searched for my pen? How would you say that now?
Dakhasto.
Ana bahathtu.
Dakhasto an kalami walakinni ma wajadtahu.
Excellent, mashallah. Next one now. Here, something. Hadhil hayyata, this snake. So whenever man comes, exactly, man katala.
Katalo.
Lam has a fatha, man katala, who killed.
Katala. Okay. Kahbata ya Maryam. Sharaba kahbata.
Sharib. So it's you, one female, you drank. Did you drink the coffee, O Maryam? How would you say that?
Sharibta kahbata ya Maryam.
Yeah, so sharibta, change the ta from a fatha to a kasra, because she's a female.
Fatha to a kasra. Sharibti.
Sharibti.
Sharibti. Kahbata ya Maryam.
MashaAllah. Bismillah, continue.
Oh, please, I don't want to do anymore.
No, it's good. We're here to learn and practice. I was the same like you as well. So I know exactly how it feels and how we can help yourself, because we're on the same boat. Not problem at all. So here now, Zamilun means colleague, and Zumalai is my colleagues. So my colleagues did something with a banana. What do you do with a banana?
Eat it.
Exactly. So my colleagues is plural masculine. So the verb akala means he ate, and they ate the banana. What would you say then?
Zamalai akala mauza wa ana akala.
Akala, no, akala is he ate. I want you to change they ate and I ate.
Akalat.
Akalu. Akala.
Akalu.
Akalu. Yeah.
See, this is what I don't know. These
I will
things.
help. So what I'll do, I will inshallah, as I mentioned last before we had the break, I will help you. I will help you on that inshallah. I'll message you and I'll help you inshallah. So
Okay.
Zumalai akalu
Akalu.
al-moza
Mauta ba ana akalu aneba.
akal wa ana akaltu
Akalto.
al-inaba.
Okay.
Ana akaltu al-inaba. And I ate the
Grapes.
grapes. I ate the grapes. Okay. iPad. Who is iPad?
Who is?
iPad.
I am iPad. I have iPad.
Okay, iPad, that's fine. And Sister Rida Butul, is that Sister Kanwal Masroor?
Yes, yes.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah, Sister Kanwal. Okay, right. Number 14. Fatimatu bintaha bil asa. So this is, it's wrong, but the word hit should be used here.
Zaraba.
Daraba is he hit. Add a ta marbuta with a sukun. So not a ta, a
Darabta.
flat ta with a sukun. Dara.
But
Excellent. Darabat Fatimatu bintaha.
bil asa.
Excellent. So Darabat Fatimatu bintaha bil asa. Excellent. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do this as well. Doctor, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah, are you there? Now, inshallah, I would like you now to use the different forms of, so let's do this. Let me show you again here. So when it's third person and you say Hamid, when you say dhahaba. And when it's plural, you say they went dhahabu.
Right.
She went dhahabat. And if it's plural females, they went, it's dhahab na.
No.
If you want to say you, one masculine went, you add a ta with a fatha. So the last letter of the three-letter verb, ba, takes a sukun. Dhahab, ta, that's you, one masculine. Plural is dhahab, dhahabtum. Excellent. And you, one female went, is anti, dhahab. And plural is antunna, dhahab. Excellent. I went or we, I, masculine or female is ana, dhahab. And nahnu. Excellent. Now, I want you to, doctor, and then after yourself, big Sister Kanwal. So, doctor, I would like you to do 1 to 4. So,
Okay.
Bismillah, read the question.
Ana talibu.
Aina.
Aina talibu.
Tulabu.
Aina tullabu.
Aina tulabu.
Aina tullabu jududu. Where are the new students? Yeah, where are the new students? So, Aina, the new students, is it singular or plural? Students.
Plural.
Exactly. So will we use dhahaba or dhahabu? Excellent. So we will say dhahabu. Translation?
They are with the mudir.
Yeah, they went to the principal. Principal or the manager.
Okay.
Next one. So the same. Nahnu.
ذهبنا إلى الملعب.
MashaAllah. Nahnu dhahabna ilal mal'abi. Translation will be
we went.
Yep.
Towards Malabi. What's Malabi?
Mal'ab la'iba means playground. Place of playing is a playground.
Okay, playground.
Yep. So next one. Let's read.
أين ذهبتم بعد الدرس يا أخواني.
MashaAllah. That was very quick. Aina dhahabtum ba'da darsi ya ikhwani. How did you know it was dhahabtum? Why did you not say dhahabta?
Well, because it's Aina.
Exactly. Hey, when Aina comes, you always ask a question to this person in front of you, correct? And akhul ikhwani is plural. And that's the other reason. أين ذهبتم بعد الدرس يا إخواني. Correct. Next one.
إلى سوق يوم يا أي أبي.
So you're asking the question to your father now, and your father is one person. You, one person. ذهبت
إلى السوق اليوم يا أبي.
Excellent. ذهبت إلى السوق اليوم يا أبي. Did you go to the market today, oh my father?
Yeah.
MashaAllah. Excellent. Excellent. Sister Kanwal, can I ask you the next 5 to do?
أنا ما blank إلى المكتبة.
So it has to be all, it has to be the different forms of the verb ذهب. So
Okay.
ana is coming, that gives you understanding. It has to be the I as well.
Okay. أنا ما ذهبت.
ذهبت.
أنا ما ذهبت إلى المكتبة اليوم.
Right.
I did not went to the library
Today. Yeah, I did not go to the library today, correct?
أمي blank إلى المستشفى.
So mother has come, and it's whenever my mother or my father comes, it's a third person, he and she.
ذهبت.
ذهبت.
Oh, sorry. ذهبت. أمي ذهبت إلى المستشفى.
أمي ذهبت إلى المستشفى. Correct. Next one.
blank لزيارتي خالاتي كنا يا بناتي.
So ya banati is coming. Now, how many people is ya banati?
All female. More than is the plural.
Exactly. So ya is coming, and it indicates upon second person. So مخاطب ذهب. Excellent. ذهب tunna. So let's go back. So what would it be?
لزيارتي خالاتي كنا يا بناتي.
Excellent.
Did you went to visit your maternal aunt or my daughters?
Correct. Number 8.
داد أخي إلى المطار. ذهبتي ذهب.
Yep.
ذهب أخي إلى المطار.
ذهب أخي إلى المطار. Correct.
My brother went to the airport.
Correct.
أخواتي blank إلى الكلية.
So akhawati is my sisters, and that's plural.
Yeah. أخواتي.
So take your time. No, so remember this.
Yeah.
ذهب.
ذهبنا.
أخواتي ذهب.
ذهبنا إلى الكلية. My sisters went to the faculty.
Correct. And number 10.
blank إلى المدرسة يا عائشة. ذهبتي. ذهبتي إلى المدرسة يا عائشة. Did you went to school, or Aisha?
Excellent. Excellent.
Thank
Is
you.
that clear for you now, Sister Kanwal?
Yeah, but the first exercise is very difficult.
So what you need to do is that listen to the recording again.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Nahnu, these are the signs. Aina is a sign, and look at the words after ya. If it's oh my brothers, then you use a masculine plural. If it's oh my sisters or a female gathering, then you use the ones which are according to that itself. That's the only clue which will help you.
Yeah, Sheikh, this one is okay for me, but the exercise you did before was very tough.
That's the reason why I did this lesson again, because I wanted to revise it. And this is part, when you do the exam, this will come in the exam as well. So that's the reason why I did this again, because it will be part of the exam. Because this book 3's main theme is its verbs, knowing to use the different forms of the verbs, and also inna, kana, and ma and laysa, and the superlative akbaro, asgharo. That's the main theme of this book itself. So those things will come in the exam, and inshallah we'll do it. Right.
Inshallah, I will do practice at my home. Thank you.
No, once we finish this book, I'm going to revise the whole book, and things which we haven't covered, I will revise that with you as well. So let's move on to lesson number 9. But before we move on to lesson number 9, right. I want you to, Sister Kanwal, read this itself, and then I will bring someone else to finish off. So this lesson number 9, it's a very important lesson. Lesson 9 and lesson number 1 are pretty much related to each other. So we learned before, what does inna do?
Inna is khabar.
No, what does inna do? When inna enters a sentence, what harakat, how does it change the harakat of the sentence?
Mansoob.
Exactly, mansoob. So, when inna comes, the first noun, which was before al-baytu, for example, al-baytu jadidun. Al-baytu was the house. Jadidun is new. The house is new. The house is new. So when inna comes, it changes the mubtada or the subject to become the ism of inna, and it changes from a dhamma to a fatha. Excellent. And jadidun remains with a dhamma tanween, and it's the khabar of inna, not the khabar of bayt anymore. It's the khabar of inna. Okay, so this is one way. Now this is one way that a noun takes a fatha, al-bayta, because of inna. The other reason or the other situation where a noun can take a fatha is here. Qara'tu al-kitaba. What will be the translation, Kanwal?
I read the book.
I read
the book.
So who is doing the action of reading?
Me, Qara'tu.
And what did you read?
Book.
What is that? Is it the doer or the object?
Object.
Exactly. So these are the 2 examples so far. We are learning that how a noun can take a fatha. So let's read now. In this lesson,
we learn the following: the nasb ending of the sound feminine plural. We have learned earlier that the normal nasb ending of a noun is a. Example: Innal baita jadidun qur'atul kitaba.
Qara'tul kitaba.
Qaratul kitaba. Now we learn that the nasb ending of a noun in the sound feminine plural form is I instead of A. Example?
Okay, let me explain this now. What is let me ask this question to everyone. What is a sound feminine plural?
Ati.
Exactly.
Alif.
Yeah. Any noun which ends with an alif and a flat ta. So bintun, bana, to. So this word here, bintun, is singular, and any noun which has an alif and a flat ta is a sound feminine plural. So, Sister Kanwal, qara'tu al-kitaba. Al-kitaba has a fatha. Yeah. Now, with a sound feminine plural, al-banatu, instead, when it's an object of a verb like qara'tu, instead of taking a fatha, like ibn al-abna'u, can you see the word? Ra'aytu al-abna'u. Can you see this?
Yes.
Has a fatha. Yes? Yes, Kanwal?
Yes.
Ra'aytu al-abna. I saw the sons. Now, with a sound feminine plurals, the i'rab or the harakat, when they come as an object, is not a fatha but a kasra instead. So when it becomes an object, it takes the kasra. This kasra is in the place of fatha as an object. So when you say ra'aytu al-abna'a wal banati, banat is getting a kasra. So al-abna and banat, both of them are objects of seeing, eye seeing.
Yes.
Is this clear for Sister Wajda, Sister Kulthum, Assalamu alaikum, Sister Najla? Does that make sense?
Can you repeat it once more?
Yep, I'll do that. Look over here. Whenever ra'ayt, so when we read qara'tu al-kitaba, qara'tu, I am doing the action. I am the doer. Whenever you have a doer, you sometimes have the object as well for a verb. And whenever you have an object of a verb, it takes a
Fatha.
fatha. That's a normal routine.
Mhm.
Al-kitaba is the object. Now, there are some nouns that when they are as an object of a verb, they don't take a fatha when they are an object of a verb, when they should get a fatha, but instead of taking a fatha, they take a kasra. So the kasra is the symbol to show that this noun is coming as an object of a verb. Normally, like this word here, ra'aytu al-abna. Who saw what? I saw.
The
Speak.
sun.
The source of the sons. The sons is the object, and al-abna is not a sound feminine plural. It's a normal plural. So with this normal plural, when it comes as an object, it takes a fatha, like qara'tu al-kitaba. I saw. I read the book. Now, the word al-banatu, it's a sound masculine plural. Now, the sound feminine plural, when it comes as an object of a verb or in the state of nasab, it doesn't take a fatha, it takes a kasra. The kasra demonstrates that it is an object for the verb of ra'aytu.
Okay.
Is that clear now?
Yes.
Okay, brilliant. Continue now, Sister Kanwal. Sister Kanwal, is that clear for you as well?
Yes.
It's all. Can I ask one? Is it? It's always banati, right? So we are not changing anything. It's gonna stay like that because it's mabni. Is it?
No, it's not mabni. It's because it's a jama muannas salim. Jama muannas salim, in the state of raf, it takes a dhamma, but in the state of nasab and jar, when it's an object or when it comes after fi and ala, it takes a kasra. It has only two harakat it can take. Either it takes a dhamma or either it takes a kasra. It never takes a fatha itself.
Yeah, because we always read as-samawati. We don't say that. And
exactly.
Like
خلق السماء تبارك الذي خلق الموت والحياة. Then خلق الله السماوات. We just say السماوات السماوات. Correct.
Salam Sheikh, this is Itum. I
Alaikum
just have
salam.
a question.
Yep.
So, for example, I mean, I know I'm not trying to change the verses of the Quran, but I'm just for purpose of my understanding.
Yep.
If it said Khalaqallahu sam'a wal arda, if it was just here, samawati is plural, but if it was just one heaven, which would be sam'a, would it be then?
Good question. Very good question. So I like the question, Sister Kanwa, Sister Kulthum. Now, the word as-samawat is the plural of as-sama, as-sama'u. So as-sama'u is a standard noun. So because it's a standard noun, when it's a standard noun, it takes when it's in the state of raf, it takes a dhamma. But when it comes as an object of a verb or in the state of nasab, as an object of a verb, it takes a fatha. And if it comes after a preposition, it will take a kasra. Fis sama'i. Ila
Here would be sama'a.
Exactly. Khalaqallahu as-sama'a. Excellent.
Thank you. So the kasra is coming just because it is plural and it is an open ta. It's okay. Thank you.
Exactly. So inshallah, once we finish this book, this is the most tough book. After this, book 4, if you've seen it already, book 4 is easy. We've done the most challenging thing we have done is this book, and alhamdulillah, after this, everything is understanding and reading and comprehension, nothing else. This was the most challenging thing, this book, and after that, it's understanding, reading, and learning. That's it, nothing else.
Sheikh, just a question. I just want to clarify for myself. when we say a nasab ending, does that mean an ending that ends in fatah?
Yes. And nasab means that it should end with a fatah, correct?
Okay, thank you.
Continue, Sister Kanwal now.
I saw the sons and daughter Ra'aytu abnaha wal banati. Now we learn that the nasb ending of a noun is in the sound feminine plural form is I instead of a. Ra'aytul abnaha wal banati. Oh, no, sorry. In this sentence, both al-abna and al-banati are objects of the verb ra'aytu, and so they are mansub. The noun al-abna'a has the regular a ending, but the noun al-banati has the I ending because it is found feminine plural, which ending in at.
Correct.
Here are some more examples. Khalaqallahu samawati wal arza. Allah created the heavens and the earth. Qara'atul kutuba was sahufa wal majallati. I
Excellent.
read
So,
the book. Yes.
yep, translate.
I read the book, the newspaper, and the magazine.
So here now, tell me now, al-kutuba was-suhufa wal-mujallati. Why two nouns are taking a fatha and wal-mujallati is taking a kasra?
Kutuba is the masculine.
No, it's a standard. It's a plural. Kitabun kutubun is a plural. It's a standard plural, broken plural.
No, Sheikh, I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, क्यों नहीं आपको पता? You know this answer. Qara'tu. Who read?
I read.
So what do you read? What do you have?
Books,
Exactly.
newspapers,
Exactly.
and
So what are they coming as? Objects or doers?
objects.
Exactly. So, and all objects of a verb take a
Fatah.
fatha.
Okay.
Al-kutuba was-suhufa. These are broken plurals. And because they're broken plurals, they are regular nouns. They take a fatha when they come as an object of a verb. But wal majallat, majallatun and majallat, it ends with a alif and a open ta or a flat ta. So because it's a sound feminine plural, instead of fatha, it takes a
Kasra.
exactly. Was that difficult?
No, I understand. It's easy. Right now it's easy.
And inshallah, it will remain easy as long as you study.
Yeah, inshallah I will. Innal ikhwata
Yep.
wal ikhwati
Wal
ikhwat
akhawati.
wal akhawati fil bayti. Indeed, the brothers and sisters are at home.
So now the word, remember inna, when inna comes, the noun takes a fatha. Inna al-ikhwata. Now wal akhawati is this kasra is the sign to symbolize that al-akhawat is coming as the ism of inna fil bayti. And finally,
Remember that the nasb and the jar endings are the same in the sound feminine plural form example.
I'll give you it now. Inna talibati.
Yes, sure. In the
Bismillah.
talibati fil hafilati.
So what's
Indeed,
happening?
yeah.
Inna talibati. So can you see talibati is plural feminine. So normally after inna, we said a noun takes a fatha, but because it's a sound feminine plural, the kasra is the sign to show the fatha, and inna talibati, and fi is harfe jar preposition, and it takes a kasra. So in the nasab and jar case, the sound feminine plural takes kasra in both situations. Inna talibati fil hafilati. In both of these sentences, in this sentence construction, both times talibati and hafilati is taking a kasra.
Okay. Indeed, the female students are in the buses.
Yep,
Here,
here.
talibati is mansub because of inna, and hafilati is majroor because of preposition fi, but both have the I ending.
Yep, E ending.
Uh,
Okay, good. Jazakallah. Is that clear now?
yes, Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah, Sheikh.
You're welcome. Can I request I'm sure there to do.
Sheikh, I have a question, please.
Yes, go ahead.
Would this rule be the same for sound masculine plural?
No, it changes.
It changes. And so if we had, for example, if we had mafatihun, miftahun, the plural is mafatihun, right?
Yep. In miftahun mafatihu.
Yeah, so mafatihu, it will not change. It will be a fatha. It will not, because it's not sound feminine.
No. So miftahun mafatihu, you asked two questions now. The word sound muslimuna, it's a sound masculine plural, and mafatihu is a diptone noun. It's a diptone noun.
It's a diptone. Okay.
Yeah. So both of them have different harakat. I'm not going to tell you them because if I tell you, some of the students may get confused. But I'll come back to your answer when we do the next lesson, or when we have the next. I will come back and I'll tell you that you asked me this question and this is the answer. I won't forget. I will come back and answer your question in a few lessons, inshallah. Is that okay?
Inshallah, no problem. Thank you.
Sister Kulthum, can you start, please? Number 2.
Yes, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We have learned that Ra'aytuka means I saw you, and Ra'aytuhu means I saw him. Correct. Now we learn the use of the pronoun of the first person me. Note the following. Ra'aytani, you saw me. Khalaqani niyallahu, Allah created me. Sa'alani mudarrisu, the teacher asked me. The pronoun of the first person is only e, but a noon is added between the verb and the pronoun e, so that the final vowel of the verb may not be affected due to the e. As we know, you saw is ra'aytu. Also, you saw is ra'ayta for masculine and ra'ayti for feminine. If we say ra'ayta e, the Arabic phonetic system requires the omission of the vowel a for an e before the pronoun a. So the verb in both cases will become ra'ayti, and the difference between the masculine and feminine will be lost. That is why the noon is inserted between the verb and the pronoun e. Ra'aytani.
Okay, make it easier for you. Literally, what it's trying to say is, can you see this ra'ayta? So this ta with a fatha is a sign for you, masculine, and ra'ayti would be the sign for you, one feminine. And if we did not have the noon here and we had ya, ra'ayta, we can't read the ya. So whenever there's a ya, the previous letter should normally have a kasra. Correct? So whenever there's a ya in Arabic language, the previous letter should have a kasra. So what it's trying to say, if you want to say you saw me, ra'ayta, you can't do that. So you have to change the ta, which is referring to the masculine. You say ra'ayti. And if you want to say the female, ra'ayti, you will not be able to differentiate between you, one masculine, or you, one female. So what the Arabs have done, they brought a noon, protect the last harakat of the verb ra'ayta or ra'ayti, and bring the ya separately with the noon. Ra'ayta ni, khalaqani, sa'alani.
Yes. Yes.
Noon al-wiqaya.
So that is why, the noon is inserted between the verb and the pronoun ra'aytani and ra'aytini. This noon is called noon of protection, noon al-wiqaya, because it protects the final vowel of the verb from omission.
Excellent.
Okay. Shall I continue?
Yes, please.
Okay. How to say in Arabic, how beautiful is this car? What a beautiful car this is. This is expressed in Arabic by Ma ajmala hada sayyarata.
هذه السيارة.
Oh, sorry. Ma ajmala hadhihi sayyarata. This is called fi'lun ta'jub, verb of wonder, and has the form ma af'alahu. One can use the pronoun who or any other pronoun in the accusative or replace it by a mansub noun.
Okay, what means, okay, let me explain this now. What is trying to say that in Arabic language, if you want to show astonishment, there is a pattern which you'll use, well, verb pattern, verb pattern, where you will say ma af'ala. So can you see here, ma ajmala?
Yeah. Yes.
So ma ajmala is any verb, three-letter verb. So daraba, ma al-daraba. Kataba, ma aktaba, whatever it is. And you will then have then you have a noun which comes after it. The noun which comes after it will take a fatha. هذه السيارة. So if it's a noun coming, so هذه السيارة has a fatha, or you can have after ma ajmala a pronoun. Can you see it? Ka ma atyaba, ka ma afqaraha. So you can either have after it either a pronoun or a noun which comes after it, and it will have a fatha. هذه السيارة. So هذه السيارة is an accusative. Oh, sorry. Or replace it by a mansub noun. So هذه السيارة is a mansub noun, meaning that it's taking a fatha itself. And or any other pronoun. So it says that one can use the pronoun who or any other pronoun. So these are the other pronouns. Ma atyabaka, ka pronoun is being used. Ma afqaraha, the ha pronoun is being used. Is that clear? It's the second one.
Yes.
Yes.
Sister Bora, Sister Wajda, Sister Najla, is that clear?
Yes, yes, sir.
Right. Let's move on. So here now, ma akthara, bismillah.
Ma akthara nujuma. How numerous the stars are.
So here now, ma akthara an nujuma. Ma is now the actual, it's the pattern or the scale which is used. Ma akthara, and an najuma is a noun, and it's having a fatha as well. So you can have an najuma, or you can have a noun with hada and the noun together. So hada darsa is one phrase together. So ma ashala hada darsa.
Yep.
Bismillah, continue.
So, number 4, we have learned in book 2 that the noun after ya takes only one dhamma. Example, ya hamidu, ya bilalu, ya ustadu, ya waladu. Now, if the noun after ya is mudaf, it is mansub. Example, ya binta bilalin, O daughter of Bilal. Ya ukhta Muhammadin, O sister of Muhammad. Yabna akhi, O son of my brother. Ya Rabbal Ka'bati, O Lord of the Kaaba. Ya Abdullahi, O servant of Allah. Ya Aba Bakr, O Abu Bakr, literally, O father of Bakr. Note that the mansub form of Abu is Aba. Ya Rabbana, O our Lord.
So only thing you need to remember is this clearly. Whenever after ya, which is in English, we call it the vocative particle. Vocative meaning the particle when you call it, oh, ya Muhammad, ya Ali. So when it's one name together, ya Aliyu, ya Muhammadu, the noun takes a dhamma. Okay? Ya Fatimatu, ya Aliyu, ya Hasanu, ya Muhammadu. Okay? It takes a dhamma. But if after ya, it's a mudaf ilay. Best example is Dwight Wasl. Ya Qurrata Aini Rasul, Ya Binta Muhammadin. Dwight Wasl is the best dua for understanding this. So whatever the noun after Ya is mudaf, mudaf ilay, like Ya binta Muhammad. Originally it was bintu Bilal, daughter of Bilal. What happens? The mudaf will take a, dhamma will change to a. Exactly. Ya Abdullah, Ya Yabna Akhi. Was it Ibnu Akhi, son of my brother, is Yabna Akhi. Ya Abdullah was Abdullah and becomes Ya Abdullah. Clear?
Yes.
So when it is convened, like Hamidun, Bilalun, it's gonna be with the ya, it's gonna be one
Dhamma, one fish, yes.
one dhamma only. But when it's mudaf and mudaf ilayhi, that time it's gonna be fattah.
Yes, on the mudaf, fatha on the mudaf, not on the
the-
mudaf ilay, on the first word, which is called the mudaf, correct.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
And number 5.
We have learned in book 2 that the noun after come, how many, is singular and mansub. But if the word come is preceded by a proposition, the noun following it may be majroor or mansub. Example, kam riyalan indaka. How many riyals have you? Become riyalan or riyalin hada. How many riyals does this cost?
So it's literally trying to say, in other words, after come, normally the noun comes singular and with a fatah, kam riyalan. But if be with a kasra is coming, you have two options. You can either remain it with a kasra, or either you can take it as a fatah, become riyalan or become riyalin. Both options are correct.
Okay. Okay. So here both riyalan and riyalin are permissible because of the preposition be. In the same way, we can say fikam yawman or fikam yawmin, in how many days. When the interrogative ma is preceded by a preposition, the alif of ma is dropped. So bima becomes bima with what?
Yep.
The way it's written is, but you still pronounce it bima, correct?
Yep, bima.
Okay. Li plus ma is lima, for what or why. Min plus ma becomes mimma, from what? Note that the noon of the min has been assimilated to the mim of ma. Min plus ma becomes mimma. Amma, an plus ma becomes amma, about what? Note that the noon of the ain has been assimilated to the mim of the ma. Anma becomes amma. Do you want me to continue?
This is the final one, yeah. So 7, yeah. So I'm gonna do. Okay, let's bring Sister
can read
Muna.
Yeah.
Sister Muna, go ahead. Yeah.
Number
Jazakallah,
7.
Sister Muna.
Okay, we have learned the relative pronoun lazi, masculine singular, and lati, feminine singular. Now we learn their plural forms. The plural of lazi is al-zina.
No, alladhina.
Al-lazina, and that of allati is
Allati.
allati. Here are some examples. Masculine singular. Al-rajul, al-rajulul lazi kharaja min maktabil mudiri madrasa
Mudarrisun.
mudarrisun jadidun. The man who left the headmaster's office is a new teacher. Ar-rajalu lullazina kharaju min maktabil mudiri madrasuna jududan. The men who left the headmaster's office are new teachers. The feminine singular, al talibatun lati jalasat amamul mudarrisati binatul mudirati.
الطالبة التي جلست.
jalasat
أمام المدرسة.
إمام المدرسة بنات
No,
المدير.
bintul, not banatu, bintul.
بنت المديرة.
Correct.
The female students who sat in front of the lady teacher is the headmaster's daughter. Feminine plural. طلابة
الطالبات.
طالبات طالبات
No,
التي
no, no, الطالبات اللاتي. الطالبات
الطالبات
اللاتي.
التي جلسنا
No, إمام. أمام
أمام المدرسات
أمام المدرسة.
أمام المدرسة بنات المديرة. The
Correct.
female students who sat in front of the lady teacher are the headmaster's daughters. We have learned the particle a, which turns a statement into a question. If the noun following it has alif lam, the a changes to a. For example, did the teacher tell you al mudarrasu kala laka? And this is changed from the original, which is al mudarrasu kala laka. And then al yawma ra'aytuhu
رأيته.
ra'aytahu will change to al yawma ra'aytuhu.
رأيته.
Ra'aytahu, did you see him today? Al
Correct.
yawma.
And finally, on this page, I'm not going to do the lesson today because if everyone can just read this and observe this, of all of this information, then I'll do the lesson. If I do the lesson today, it may be a bit too much to absorb. So we'll just do the points to remember, and next week we will then do the lesson and then start lesson number 10, inshallah. Bismillah.
So haza talibu sa'alaka will change into haza talibu sa'alaka. Did this student ask you? Number 9.
Jazakallah. Let me do
Okay.
number 9 to Sister Tahira, 9 and 10.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Number 9. The final ya, which is pronounced alif, is written alif when a pronoun of jar, nasab, when a pronoun of jarra, nasab, is attached to the word. Example, ma'ana, meaning ma'nahu, its meaning. Kawa, he ironed, changes to kawahu, he ironed it. Or is it the other way
Literally,
around?
yeah. So what's literally happening, if a noun ends with a ya at the end, ma'nan or kawa, ya, kawa, if a pronoun comes after it, a alif is added. So the ya and the ya here, because hu zamir is coming, so you change it to ma'nahu, kawahu. The ya,
Yeah, this almost like the ya
disappears.
disappears.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what he's trying to say. Number 10.
At-tulabu al-jududu al-khamsatu.
Yep.
The 5 new students. Here, the number is used as an adjective, and so it comes after the ma'dud. Here are some more examples. Al-kutubul arba'atu. The 4
Wait 1
books.
second, sister, 1 second. Now, what it's trying to say here, this number 10, it says that the 5 new students, here the numbers used as an adjective, so it comes after the ma'dud. So normally, remember, we said khamsatu tullabin, arba'atu tullabin. So before, what we did, we had the numbers first, and then we had the ma'dud.
The noun. Yeah, the
Yeah,
ma'dud.
the noun. Here, it's the other way around. So when it comes as an adjective, the number comes at the end. Clear now?
Okay. So even if it's a number above 10?
Anything.
Anything, okay.
Yeah.
So then basically this becomes a phrase and not a full sentence.
No, it's not. It's a phrase, correct, and it also comes as an adjective, correct.
Okay, thank you.
So, Bismillah al-kutubu.
Al-Kutubul Arba'atu, the four
Correct.
books. Ar-Rijalul Asharatu, the 10 men.
Hmm.
As-Sihahu
Sittatu.
Sittatu, the 6 authentic books of Hadith. Al-Akhawatul Khamsu, the 5 sisters.
Correct.
Number 11. A'ilal Mudiri Dahabtum. A'ilal Mudiri Dahabtum. Here, Ilal Mudiri has been brought forward for the sake of emphasis. Note the following. Ra'aitu Bilalan. I saw Bilal without emphasis. Bilalan Ra'aitu. It was Bilal that I saw with emphasis. So
Excellent.
it's turned around, Sheikh. The object is coming first.
Yeah, exactly. So Ra'aytu Bilalan, Bilalan Ra'aytu. You're trying to emphasize Bilal more than I'm seeing.
Right. The
So
second
Bilal still says mansub then because it's still maf'ulun bihi, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
The second construction is used in case of doubt or denial.
Yep. Okay. Sister Wajda, can you go for the vocabulary and then
Okay. Qa'imatun, list. Ilaqatun, connection.
ilaqatun? Yep.
Connection. Ma'na, meaning.
Mhm.
Lahzatun, moment. Iddatu as'ilatin, a number of questions. Ranna, it rang. Khalaqa, he created. Rafa'a, he raised. Tinun, mud. Hadara, he attended, he was present. Narun, fire. Iddatun kutubin, a number of book. Asimatun, capital city. Mukhtalitun, mixed. Kazalika, like that. Jannu, jinn. Hadidun, iron, metal. Hakada, like this. So, Jarasun, well. Ahsanta, you have done well. Well done.
Excellent. So this is
Or
it.
Ahsanti is same thing? Both can come?
Ahsanta is for masculine and ahsanta is for feminine.
Okay, because they put the both thing.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Okay. I will not touch the lesson. Lesson number 10, because it will take a while for me to do. And also, if you please just concentrate on the points to remember, then the next lesson, I will dissect this lesson from the points to remember what we have learned and apply it on here so that you understand the lesson itself. It's a long lesson, so probably I will only do lesson number 9 next lesson itself, because even the exercises are quite long. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Sheikh.
اللهم صل على محمد وأجل فرجهم.
Thank you, Sheikh.
No problem, inshallah. اللهم صل على محمد.
This
جزاك الله. inshallah.